Welcome back to the Punches Chance YouTube channel. I'm delighted to be joined by none other than former World Champion Joe Cordina. Now, Joe, we'll start with why you're here tonight at the Selwyn Samuel Centre. Your fighter you manage, JD Cuervo, made his pro debut tonight. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, he was a bit rusty. I wouldn't say rusty, but he's got a lot to learn. He's still raw. It's his first fight, it's his debut, and against a tricky opponent. So. Yeah, I don't think he's been in with anyone like him, like his opponent tonight. So it was, I think, a new style, something new that he'd never seen before, and it was. I think he found it quite difficult. But like I said, it's his first one. He's still young, and he got plenty of time to progress and move on and to begin something.
And obviously he's trained by Gary as well, yeah. and that's a man you've obviously worked with yourself. How much faith do you have in Gary and the team to be able to get the very best out of your fighter there?
Yeah, of course. Listen, Gary's great. He's been there and done it, hasn't he? He's been to the top level, so he knows what it takes, and if he can see something in him, he'll bring it out of him. So yeah, I trust Gary will do that. I've trained with Gary and I know he knows his stuff, so yeah, I'm pretty confident in time to come he'll progress to be a great fighter.
And to think back to your pro debut, if that was you out there and that was the performance you put out, what would you be thinking after that? Would you be happy with yourself? Would you be happy you got out of the way, or would you maybe be a bit critical? What would your mindset be?
Fighters are always critical of their own performances, so I don't want to say whether I'd be happy or I would be disappointed. I wouldn't say that, because with two completely different fighters with two different completely mindsets. I went to an Olympic Games, JD never. I had 180 amateur fights, he never. So my thought process on a fight would be completely different to his. I think me being here as well, I think he wanted to put on a performance, and I suppose a little bit of anxiety as well. I know he gets nervous for fights anyway, so yeah, I think me being here as well put added pressure onto him. But yeah, listen, he got the first one out of the way, and then he'll push on now.
And was that your thinking turning up today? Just get that extra pressure, make sure he's switched on, and he's not doing anything he shouldn't be.
I just wanted to see how he handled it as well, because although I'm a mate as well, and I'm in the gym constantly, and he sees me quite often. I've still been a two-time world champion. I've been an Olympian. I've gone to the top level. I'm still involved in big fights. So when someone's watching you like that, I've been there and done it, so I know what it feels like. Regardless of whether I speak to someone, like I've known Enzo McAnally for a long time. Now he's here tonight, but I've known him since I was a kid. I used to go and train with him. I've been to his house and whatever. And then when I've been at a show and I see him there, it's added pressure, regardless of how long I've known him. So, yeah, I knew it would have affected him in a sense. But listen, he got the job done, and that's all that matters. We just move on to the next one.
And you've made it to the top, and you know what it's needed to get to the top. But regardless of ability, because obviously you back his ability or you wouldn't be involved with him, what else does it take for him to get to the top? The hard work, the stuff that people don't see. What kind of mindset does he need to get there?
Listen, you got to work hard. You got to dedicate yourself to the sports, and that goes for everyone. You got to have a little something. Now he's still young. He's not even 20. So there's plenty of time for him. There's a lot of fighters that I've seen over the years that they're gym fighters. They're great in the gym and they don't perform. He's someone that's pretty raw in the gym, and I think where he's so raw, we can turn that into something. And I believe in time to come he'll be a good fighter, and who knows? There's no ceiling. So yeah, like boxing is one of them sports where one day people can think you're shit, you can have a couple of fights, people can think you're great. So yeah, and then you just push on, and especially with wins, you build confidence and you just push on.
And then to jump back onto yourself, obviously you're the main man in Wales. You're the last male world champion that Wales has had. What's next for you? Obviously you had that Saudi Arabia fight. We'll start with that. That was obviously a disappointment, I imagine, and it's a difficult fight, and the way it handled. Now you've had time to reflect on it. You had some time to think about it. What's your reaction to that fight, that performance, and the whole event as a whole?
It is what it is. I don't think the way it happened. I think the two shots on a break had a massive effect. I believe if them 2 shots didn't happen, I would have pissed the fight. Wouldn't have been easy, but I think I would have been a comfortable win for myself. But listen, it is what it is. It's done. I can't cry over spilled milk, like I've said plenty of times before, and it's we just got to move on. And I think that weight was killing me for a long time, and it was either. It was a case for me of keep going until the wheels fell off, and unfortunately for me, that's when the wheels fell off, and I just got to move on now.
And we were fortunate enough to talk to Gavin Gwynn on our podcast, and unfortunately we caught him just after his loss in Saudi Arabia, and then obviously you went out there as well. Are you recommending Welsh fighters head out there, or break the curse?
Well, I'm looking to go right back there and try and put that straight. But listen, there's no curse over there. It's a sense of over there you're going to be involved in big fights, hard fights. There's no easy fights over there because Your Excellency Turkey, and whether it's Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren or Spencer Brown, they're all putting on great shows. And now you've got Golden Boy, Top Rank, Sky, with Benjalom. They're all involved over there. You've got the Saulan brothers, they're all involved in over there. So there's going to be all great fighters working together from all different promotions. And that's what every fight's going to be hard over there, regardless of what level you are.
And then obviously the last one, you're asked it by Enzo, and I imagine you would expect me to ask it about it. Eddie Hearn dropped the bomb, the Shakur Stevenson fight is in talks. Obviously, there's only so much you can say, but is that the fight you want? Is that a fight that's going to happen? And if so, where and when?
I'd love that fight. I've said it for a few years since I won the first world title because he called me out. But it's a fight that's been mentioned. I'm sure it was Eddie that did he release it?
Yeah, Boxing News. Sorry, he mentioned it.
So yeah, he released it, and that was it. I was just when I had seen it, I was thinking, okay, here we go. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't say too much. Obviously, we are in talks, but nothing's been confirmed. So I'm just plodding along.
And will it go a little bit like that fight we just watched? You chasing him around the ring, he's trying to hug the outside. Is that what you expect? You push the pace in that fight?
I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I don't know what to expect. Listen, he's a great fighter. There's no getting away from me. He's top 5 pound for pound best fighters on the planet when you look at statistics. So you gotta respect him. You can't just go in there and think you're gonna bomb him out and land a big one. And you just gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it sensible. Don't be rushing anything, and stick to a game plan. And then hopefully he drops off his. But yeah, I'm sure we'll put a great game plan together, and I'll execute.
That's brilliant. I appreciate your time, Joe, and thank you again, and all the best of luck in the future.
Thank you.